Now, many of us are old enough that we memorized these from the catechism when we were kids. So I want to say to the young people here, when you go home today, have a little test of your parents. See if they can recite all 10 commandments. Not going to put anybody on the spot right now. And that could be a good discussion about how we all can learn the 10 commandments by heart. If we don't know them, then we can't live by them. But God gives them as a way for us to live as his people. Just like he did to the Jews 4,000 years ago, 3,000 years ago, when he brought them out of Egypt and sent them to the Holy Land, to the Promised Land. Here's how you live your life as my people. These are the benchmarks of being the people of God. And no different for us today, only we have the light of Jesus to make them even better understood, and more able to live. We have the grace of baptism that helps us to live them out. So 3 things I can suggest, that I suggest for you, but also for me. How we can be better disciples. How Lent can be an opportunity for us to really reflect. So let's go back to the commandments, first of all. To see them as a way of life, but to see them as a checklist, an examination of conscience, a benchmark for how am I doing in my discipleship. It's good to reflect on them in that way. Secondly, in this season of Lent, can we pick 2 or 3 areas of our life where we can be better disciples? Can we think of 2 or 3 ways by which we can improve our behavior? And finally, that when we think about Lent, that we don't just think about 40 days. So we give some things up and we take them up again. So we give up candy, or we give up eating between meals, or we give up whatever, and we take that up again after Easter. Great. But is there something about our way of life that we want to give up for good?